You are watching ABC 7 at 7, streaming here every weekday morning with more weather, original segments, and local news. So the field of public relations is pretty important. Often they're the voice of a company or even a person. And now it's featured in a children's book. You see it here. It's called Game Face, and the author is the co-founder of Bospar PR, Curtis Sparrer. And Curtis joins us live in studio this morning. Good morning, Curtis.
Good morning.
Thank you for coming here and bringing Game Face. Let's give the viewers an elevator pitch for the book.
Oh my God. I think the best way to say it is my little niece, Sloan, wanted to know what I did for a living.
Yeah.
Couldn't find it on Amazon, and I thought, I'll write it. I'll make a book.
Mm-hmm. And so Game Face was born.
Ta-da!
You said a little bit off camera about, people not really recognizing PR, or kids maybe not being brought into the PR world, what that might look like for them in their interest. Talk to me about that and how this book changes that.
Right. We did research and found out they're hidden careers.
Yeah.
Children see firefighters, they see teachers, they see astronauts, they see TV anchors, but they don't see the people behind the scenes, like producers or PR people.
Yeah.
And I wanted to create a book that would give a sense of what life would be like in a quote-unquote hidden career. And I also wanted to make sure that it was not something crazy that was overly dramatic. So I picked moments from my own life and made that dramatic and interesting, but also made it relevant for a child. And I put the child at the center of the action. I didn't want the kid just kind of watching from the rafters. I wanted them to be a critical component of the story itself.
Yeah, and so where does Game Face take us?
Well, it starts off with my niece discovering that her favorite video game is glitching.
Okay.
And she discovers that I'm doing the PR for the game. And I discover that she's the best person to help me figure out how to solve the game's problems. And together, we learn all about how PR can help a company. And we learn about how to really listen to the audiences and how sometimes a bug is not a bug, but a feature.
Okay, so Sloan and Uncle Curtis, the duo we didn't know we needed.
Ta-da!
Here you are. I have to imagine that Sloan is just ecstatic to see how she's being portrayed in the book. What was her review, her takeaway? She
liked it. She did say that she didn't think PR was for her. I didn't sell her on it. She's more of a visual artist type,
okay.
And hey, that's fine. The point is, children's books are there for people to get a sense of what they might be interested or not. When I was young, I wanted to be an actor because I wanted to fly the spaceships on Star Trek and Star Wars, and that's how convoluted my career planning was. This is a way for children to understand better about what careers might be interesting to them. And when you consider that PR is about writing and creativity and not that icky math part, it's a good career.
Yeah, absolutely. And were there any challenges trying to write this in a way that would be appealing for the younger generation?
Absolutely. I went really high level. I thought of my time with video game companies, for example, as a thing that tech PR that would be relatable.
Yeah.
And I also looked at meetings that I had had that were really tense to create some dramatic moments that were realistic. And they were really triggering, actually. And so I put that together to really make the story come alive in a way that's accessible.
And for this, I'm assuming that, there are lessons that maybe you as an adult and having been in the PR space for so long that you put in there that adults might take away from it as well.
I think the most important lesson is to be curious and to listen to others. They kind of go together. And in the book, what happens is my character listens to Sloan to understand what gamers are really thinking about this problem and how the problem might actually be more interesting than if it was quote unquote solved.
Okay.
And I think that level of listening and curiosity is something that adults really need all the time in their careers, because sometimes we just kind of take things for granted and go like a robot. And with AI here, I think we need to kick up our creativity a touch.
Yeah, for sure. And when we talk about creativity, what comes next for you? I mean, is this going to be a series? Are we talking about more in the kind of PR space?
Well, I think I'm going to explore more hidden careers.
Okay.
There are a ton of them out there that are not dramatized or made interesting. I don't know if I start off with accounting, but
Hey! If you can make, kids interested in that.
Hey kids, accounting, it's your next career.
But definitely, so is it just involving people within your space, maybe accountants or accounting firms that you've worked with, and kind of taking from that?
Well, it's a larger idea is that there are so many jobs out there that people don't think about. And, you know, this is a love letter to PR because when I tell people what I do, I don't have a way of easily describing it without like something like Sex in the City, which is so not true to what I do. Yeah. It's just not as exciting. And so the thought is that I want to do this for other parts of the career force that aren't publicly, thought of by children, top of mind.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, Curtis, we'll continue to follow you then. Tell Sloan we say hello and congratulations on Game Face.
Thank you so much.
Yes, absolutely. Game Face is available on Amazon, so we want our viewers to know. Go there, purchase it.
Free for Kindle Unlimited, actually.
Okay, you heard him. We'll be right back.